Good morning, Rocketeers. Welcome to Unit 3, SEL Day 8, Day 5. Day 5. Cheryl, how did Milo show grit in her journey to becoming a drummer? How have you shown grit this week? I show grit when... Comment down below, Rocketeers. I want to see what you have done this week to show grit. Use the starter sentence from below. I show grit when... And then write what you showed grit in.
I can persist and show grit by keeping my goals and dreams in mind and not letting discouragement get in my way.
Drum Dream Girl doesn't get stuck. In this week's story, Milo was told she couldn't be a drummer because of her gender. How would the story have been different if she would have believed the discouraging words of others? You can't do that. I can practice and get better each day.
Practice. What is a positive thought you can think when you are getting stuck and feel like quitting? What can you say to a classmate or someone in your home, Rocketeers, who looks like they want to quit?
Grit lessons from Leo, Lou, and HD. What lessons have we learned about grit from each of these characters and the challenges they face? Remember, when we think of Leo, the late bloomer, he was kind of having a hard time at school. So he had a lot of patience. Lou, in the other hand, had to show courage to go up the tree because she was scared. And then HD had to show persistent. He had to be persistent to climbing this ladder to go up on the wall and see the birds that he wanted to see.
So, Rocketeers, now this is time for an activity. So grab any paper you have around, any pencil, colored pencils, any material that you have around. So we're going to go over some directions. So listen up. Number 1, you're going to think about something that someone told you that you couldn't do one day. Let's see, maybe, I know I was told someday I wasn't able to be someone in life, but look at me. I'm teaching you guys. I'm with you guys. So that's something we can probably write down inside there. Number 2, what made you change your way of thinking? So what in that moment made you stop and think what made you change your way of thinking? 3, Rocketeers, how did you find the courage in the moment? And 4, think about that one thing and draw it on top of the drum and label it at the bottom. So, Miss Lovato, can you go ahead and read our example? What happened with our friend here?
Okay, so it could be something simple, Rocketeers. It doesn't have to be hard at all. Just think of something simple, like you wanted to bake cookies and someone told you that you couldn't do it. So you thought, what do I need to do? One, I'm sure you need to learn how to read the directions to bake, and you did it. So draw with your cookies or a cake or brownies or what cupcakes, and label, draw it at the top and label the bottom, baking or something, or sweets. Think of your own creative name.
No.
Number 2, it could be like, maybe you wanted to go swimming and you were afraid, and you decided to be brave one day and take off your floaties and taught yourself how to swim. So draw something like that. Is there something that you guys learned this since we've been home? Something that you thought you couldn't do, or you tried something new? I know, Miss Gomez, you've been making some popsicles.
They look yummy.
Yes, I have something though. So, a few years ago, someone told me that I couldn't ride a motorcycle. So, 2006, way back then, I decided to go get my license and buy a motorcycle, and Miss Gomez learned how to ride a motorcycle.
Ooh.
Way to go, Miss Gomez.
Way to go, Miss Gomez.
And that's kind of like how they were saying about only boys can play the drums, right? And they say only girls can ride the motorcycle.
Yes.
I know a lot of girls that are mechanics too. Miss Daisy, what have you learned?
For me, it would be, someone once told me that school wasn't for me and that if I went back to school that I wasn't going to be able to like get good grades or like do well in school. And look at me now. Miss Daisy's going to school right now and she's been doing really, really well on her assignments. And even though I sleep really late, but I have not given up on that. So I'm accomplishing that right now.
Way to go, Miss Daisy. And just like the singing doctor said yesterday, you have to go to school and be persistent. Miss Polito, what about you? What have you learned?
Let me tell you, Rocketeers, it has not been easy learning how to bake, man. I say it once again, and I stand strong with it. Baking has not been my thing. Cooking is not really my thing. I'll get there soon. I'm learning. But baking has been one of the things that I was told, or I was once tasty, that I wasn't able to, but she pushed me. She pushed me. She was pushing me to learn, which we have to give her props for that. She was a big sister and she said, hey, you have to learn. That's just the way it should be. And look at now. She loves and she eats my yummy brownies. So I know I'm doing a good job.
That is awesome, Miss Pulido. All right, Rocketeers, I want to see what it is that you have learned. So we are going to post the draft, or you can, draw your own drum, decorate it however you want it to be, and post your pictures on the comments below like you did last week. Bye, Rocketeers.
Bye.
Oh, wait, before we go. Oh, my goodness. Miss Lovato, should we go over this week's big
Yes, silly Miss Pulido. Okay, this week's big questions. How does practice, commitment, and grit help Milo, Dream Drum Girl, reach her dreams? Something we just talked about, Rocketeers. What is a challenge you are trying to persist in? How will you feel when you reach your goal or move closer to it? Just how we talked about, that's your challenge. If you dream but do not practice or work towards your goal, what will happen? Do you just give up? Think about what ifs, what should I, could have done? What does Milo show us about importance of hard work, Rocketeers? What do we always tell you? You always, if anything gets hard, you have to grow your brain. That means your brain is growing. If it gets too easy, then you're not trying hard enough. Okay, so I want to see all those big brains, but I want you guys to think, and show me what you guys have learned in those drums. Bye, Rocketeers.
Bye, Rocketeers.